Hello, dear friends. A warm welcome once again to this beautiful day and a beautiful world. Welcome, dear friends. We are here gathered every single day to connect you with everyone we could bring on stage. Everyone on this platform has a story to share, their experiences to share. You could learn from their experiences. You could know what they are doing in their life and how they have come to this level. How you could be inspired by the celebrities that visit our platform every single day. And of course, friends, there is a difference in your life when you view the lives of others, of how they've been climbing the ups and downs or going through life's journey. Dear friends, today we have a wonderful guest with us with lots of experience and lots of courage to overcome all of it and, to share her expertise with us. She's a great person. She's Dr. Meera Abhimanyu, an entrepreneur and a psychologist, and of course a founder. She has a beautiful center which she has opened up, and that is called as Zoechea Center. Am I right, ma'am?
Zoechea, yes.
Zoechea. Yes. Dear friends, we'll get to know about our guest. She is Meera Abhimanyu, Dr. Meera Abhimanyu, to get that right. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, we're very happy. We were very happy the day you accepted the invite. You said yes to me, and then I was really happy. Like a little kid, I was so happy that you were ready to give your time to International Fabtalks. That's really nice. We are humbled, ma'am. Dear friends, in fact, we have to be as simple as that to understand the value of life. And, we should be contributors. If you're a commoner or if you're somebody, out of the extraordinary, you still have to contribute something to the world. And today our celebrity has come here to share something with you, to create awareness in you about her work and about the experiences that she has had all these years. I'd like to introduce you in a very formal way, ma'am. May I do that?
Sure.
Thank you, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Dear friends, I'll take the opportunity and the privilege to introduce our guest in a very formal way. She's Dr. Meera Abhimanyu, and she's an inner transformational coach. She's an entrepreneur, a psychologist, and of course, the founder of Zoechea. Could I get that right, ma'am?
Zoechea, no problem.
Zoechea. I repeat that, Zoechea. Beautiful. I love the name. It's very attractive. Zoechea. She's the founder of Zoechea Wellbeing Center. Let me make that clear. She is the founder of Zoechea Wellbeing Center at COCHIN and Bangalore as well. She has impacted 30,000 lives and above, 30,000 plus lives with self-empowerment tools. What do you call as self-empowerment tools? What are they? They are the tools that you need to live a life comfortably, to overcome your fears, to overcome the damage done during your childhood, to overcome the damages done in your relationships. So she's there with you to counsel you and guide you with self-empowerment tools and techniques, of course. She has new techniques with her that she will implement, and she will change your lives. She will transform your lives and bring you on the right track. Dear friends, she has taken several training sessions on stress management. As we all know, we all enter the stressful life as it is now, the 21st century, and everyone are in a hurry to achieve something or the other in a very quick way. So here, our guest, that is Dr. Meera Abhimanyu, she's here taking lots of training sessions on stress management, work-life balance, and ultimate self-mastery, where she has done all of this in corporates, schools, colleges, and any institution who gives her a call and says, ma'am, we need your services today because we want our employees or students to be transformed. And my dear friends, there's something more beautiful about our guest. She's a certified NLP practitioner, and she guides you on the right track and makes you take the proper decisions. And she's a landmark graduate as well. Apart from that, she also is a certified ma'am, can you just pronounce that for me, ma'am?
Dermatoglyphics.
Once again, please, for me.
Dermatoglyphics.
Yes, I'd like to learn about it. It's quite new to me. Not only to me, to many of us. It's a new term. So let's learn something new. See, when you don't know anything, my dear friends, you've got to learn. You should never hesitate or never feel ashamed that you don't know anything. We never know everything in the world. So that's why we have our guests over here to share something new with us. And yes, friends, she's been certified in that. She's a consultant. And now, my dear friends, her purpose, let us know her main purpose, her life goal, what she wants to achieve in life. The purpose of our guest today is enabling 6 million people across the globe to gain. Just guess what she wants them to gain? All of us, She wants all of us to gain clarity in life. Why are we born here? What is the purpose of our life? What is the purpose of us being in a family, in the society, etc.? And she wants us that to gain that lovely clarity of life, to develop peace and inner confidence and joy through authentic counseling. It's not just sitting there and having a chat with you. It's not like that. Authentic counseling. I hope you get what I'm trying to say, friends. Authentic counseling, coaching, and of course, safer interventions. It's just not fun and play. She will do it in a very professional way. And that's what is her specialty and expertise. Ma'am, welcome, ma'am, and we are eager to know more about you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear. That was
Thank
a
you,
great
dear.
introduction. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Dear friends, without wasting a single minute, let's go and ask our guest something more and deeper and enrichen our lives. Yes, friends. Ma'am, over to you, ma'am. How would you define yourself? Who is the real Dr. Meera Abhimanyu?
So, see, defining self is about knowing who you truly are for this universe. So, I think it was only in my late 30s that I realized who I am to this universe. Otherwise, we always think that we are this name. I'm this name. I'm the daughter of this particular person, or I'm a principal or a teacher or a psychologist doing this. We always identify ourselves with our profession or with our family, with our relationships. But who we truly are is actually we truly are nothing but an energy in this universe. So this is something that I have realized, and once I realized that I'm energy, and I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, but I'm this life energy, and this life energy is here in this body to do something, to contribute something for for a bigger cause, and that's when life shifts for everyone. So I think I feel that I understand now, I have realized now that I'm nothing but this life here with a purpose in this body and having a mind to create what I'm here for based on my potential and what I can contribute to this world. And through that, we realize our true essence. And I would like to see everybody realize this.
Wonderful, ma'am. I like the way you said energy. That's very powerful. So you're here with us to create positive energy within us and, lots of confidence, that energy spreading around us. And dear friends, stay tuned, and really you are going to just know how to live your life, how to balance your life, and how to be that special energy the universe has given you. So, you're taking something from the universe. In fact, you have to give back. So giving back to the universe in a positive way, let's learn it from Dr. Meera Abhimanyu. Yes, dear ma'am. Dear ma'am, many of us have been through stress, ups and downs. You also might have been through stress, but yet you've emerged victorious. Absolutely. And you're not only you have enabled others also to emerge as victorious people. You've empowered others. How was that possible, ma'am? How did you enable others to de-stress?
So I think any psychologist and a journey of a human being is to enable others. I think we all are here to contribute to all the other people in this world, every one of us. So once we know that, and there's a lot of gratification that we get when we do that. And I think I've been able to do it only because I could overcome my own issues in my life. So it is when I think it comes with suffering. So people who suffer a lot are actually able to rise. And if you're able to rise from your suffering, then you will start contributing because you want everybody to see through how to overcome that suffering. So suffering is normally due to ignorance, and that has to be, that's a part and parcel of life. So suffering is not bad. It's a realization for for each of us to overcome and come out victorious, and that's how we realize life. So life does not actually bring suffering. Life brings life lessons, which we think is suffering. And if somebody helps us to see through that, definitely we can overcome it. I have been able to see through that through my guides, through my mentors, and through my masters. And that's the main reason why I took this up as a dedicated journey of mine to create that for others. So it's when you go through a process and you know how it's been. So I have also had very, very bad times. And I realize it's because of my ignorance. No, it's not about the people outside you. It's about your ignorance of how to respond to the universe. So once I realized that, I could learn it from my own teachers and trainers and coaches and mentors, I decided to be one. because there's nothing more beautiful than giving it to others.
Wonderful, ma'am. Really, I'm just in awe. That resonates with me so much. That's really, and not only with me, and in fact with many of us. This is
Absolutely.
what.
Yes.
Yes.
Every human being has this within them that, yes, can I give this to this person? The minute you realize something true, you want to give it to your loved ones. And you want them also to feel it. You want them to, that's human basic nature. That's the basic nature of human beings. So once we move to our basic nature, we can do wonders for the society, because that's the true nature of being a human. Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. Very nice, very inspiring. I really like the way you put that all, so beautifully and so with lots of clarity. Yeah, you're into suffering because of your ignorance. Once you become aware of what's going on, then you take charge of your life, change your suffering into a lessons. There are no sufferings, there are only lessons. So beautifully you have put that. Excellent, ma'am. Very nice. Dear ma'am, may we know how was the little girl Meera? How was her life?
Yeah. So I was a very shy person. Actually, I was a very introvert person. But yes, I used to study well. I loved learning. So that's a blessing that was there as an inborn perspective. I loved learning all the time, but I never really looked at life very seriously, because I had a wonderful childhood. I had wonderful parents. I lived abroad, so I had all the luxury in my life, never knowing the value of it. So my childhood was the most beautiful time that I enjoyed. But at the same time, there's a lot of ignorance that comes with luxury. So you don't really know the truth of life unless you face it head on. So my childhood was a wonderful. As a child, I was shy, but I had all the facility and all the infrastructure. So, and I was a very studious child. I loved activities and I loved people. I think as a child, I loved people. Although I would talk to everyone very little, but then yes, I loved people. I loved observation. I loved observing people, and I was a leader also. I always took leadership for people. I loved giving people, helping people as a child itself. Although I never knew I would be a psychologist, I knew I would be a teacher. That's how I started my career, but I never knew I would be a psychologist. That was a calling altogether. Yes, but as a child, I was a very innocent, a very obedient child to my parents, and a very loving child, I should say. Everybody loved me also. So that was a beautiful experience in my life, my childhood.
When you share all of this, I would like to say I was the mischievous one, got lots of beating. I was quite the opposite.
Okay.
Got lots of beating from everybody.
Okay, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
It's good to be naughty, because then you're really showing yourself out. I was trying to be this obedient child, thinking that was the right thing to do, Yeah, and that brings in a lot of lessons later. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Very rightly put, ma'am. Very nice. Dear ma'am, you are an inspiration to many of us, including me. You're an inspiration. The way you talk, the way you share your thoughts and ideas. You're an inspiration not only to me, to many of us and all of our guests. I would like to know, who is your inspiration and who is your role model?
My initial role model was definitely my father and my mother. It was my parents, because they showcased a lot of values to me. Because it just gets instilled with you. Because I was a very obedient daughter, I believed my parents completely. So whatever good values they really taught me is what have stuck with me. My father was a highly punctual person, very disciplined, very good to others. He believed in only doing good, and that's something which I really took from him. So, and my mother was extremely organized. She organized the finance, she organized the home, a very good leader. Although she's just an eighth grader, but she was a very good leader. And she showcased leadership everywhere that she was. So this all inspired me a lot from childhood. Although I never knew it, it just came in. And I can really see myself portraying a lot of traits of my parents. So my parents were my initial role models. Today, being a psychologist I owe it to all my masters, all my teachers, mentors, and masters. And there are so many of them. I can't name one person in particular. So it is from LKG to today, if I am what I am. It is all because of the training and the guidance and the mentoring of my own teachers. So I would like to revere the teacher of my LKG teacher. I still remember her name, Josephine, to my spiritual master, Krishnamani ma'am. who have really given me all this beautiful understanding of life and made me who I am today. Otherwise, I wouldn't be contributing this today. Yeah, so I have a big list there.
How nice. Something again similar, ma'am. You mentioned your LKG teacher. Today, I take pride to share. Even my LKG teacher inspired me. She spoke very sweetly and very nicely. She's Miss Zenda.
Okay, great.
So when you said Josephine, so then it is Miss Zenda for me.
Okay.
You've even shared your master, who has influenced you now.
Yes.
And for me, it is Mr. Shivakumar. So it's like that. It's very nice, no? When you share,
absolutely,
you encourage the other person also to just remember something or bring out something and share. Very nice.
You are now I'm receiving all this praise, or I'm being recognized, and I completely owe this to my teachers and my parents, and it has to come from there. It has to come from the roots. I mean, you don't become somebody very great one day without no guidance. So, and that's how life is. And by being grateful helps us to be more grounded and more humble, so that we are able to continue this with our students, with the future generation. And that's very important as a value, I believe.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. Very nice. Dear ma'am, do you read books?
Yes, absolutely.
Any favorite book of yours you'd like to share today with our audience?
I think the book that influenced me the most was Eckhart Tolle's Power of Now. So although he's said to be he's one of the great spiritual teachers, he was one person who literally gave me this experience of enlightenment. Because reading that book itself can create enlightenment to a human being. So he's an enlightened soul himself. So I would recommend all those who are really in this journey of self-empowerment and self-realization to definitely read the book Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Although there are a lot of books, Rhonda Byrne's Secret, Magic. Magic is a book of Rhonda Byrne that really a common man can use every day. It's like an everyday 28 days of how to be better, how to be a better version of yourself. The actual practice of Secret. And then for the teenagers, the book Power of Rhonda Byrne. So these are three good books which, not very serious people, but yes, they want to transform. And if you're very serious about transforming every cell in your body and mind and energy, you should read the book Power of Me, because that's the power it has.
Yeah. Yes, dear. Very nice. Ma'am, could you tell us something about your center which you've opened, that is Zoechea? Am I right? Am I getting it right?
Zoechea, no problem. Don't worry about the word.
And I want to just get it right at the end of the interview,
Sure.
Yes, dear.
Zoe, yeah. So Zoechea is actually coming from the two words. Zoe actually means life in the Greek language. And she, C-H-E-A, it's actually C-H-I for Chinese. C-H-E-A is an Indonesian intonation. So she actually means well-being. So why I kept the name is because we are actually here to, in the center, what we exercise as a philosophy is to experience well-being. So we want every individual who walks into our center to experience the next level of their well-being from the state of level of consciousness they're in to the next consciousness state. So well-being is our terminology, not counseling per se, because we do an all-round holistic balance. We look at the physical, mental, emotional, and the energetic aspect of, some people may call it spiritual aspect, but we use very scientific tools. So I would like to call it the energetic aspect of a human being. So we help people cleanse at all these levels, because these are the 4 dimensions that you are. Your physical, mental, emotional, and energetic level is what you need to realize, understand that you are. And when you start taking responsibility at your physical level, mental level, emotional level, and energetic level, you have to be successful in your life. You will be doing everything right. You'll be doing everything right as per the universe's need. You will be in the flow of life. You will actually be doing what nature wants you to do. And you will also see through what universe wants you to do in this world. So this is what we help people with. So I believe in transformation more than motivation. We don't motivate the people who come to us. We actually help them transform. And we give them transformatory tools and techniques. We have therapeutic yoga. We have reflexology, foot reflexology. We have psychotherapies that we use and life coaching tools and techniques that we give people. We also have frequency therapy where we can cleanse the aura. That's the energetic therapy that we do, including reflexology. We cleanse the aura, we analyze the blockages in the aura, and we even cleanse the aura of people so that they don't have to suffer anymore in their lives. And they actually release even their past life issues from a subconscious level. But at the same time, we guide them, we teach them the complete concepts of why we are doing what we are doing, and we give them practices to come out of it, to come out of their blockages. So that's what I meant by authentic counseling, because we give authentic tools and techniques that are researched. So even the aura analysis is a German researched product. It has got a lot of, what do you say, guaranteed authorizations to it. And it is not like any hocus pocus thing. It is a pure medical device that we use. We don't use our intervention. We don't do any other energetic techniques directly with people, but we use very, very scientific, artificial intelligence driven devices. It's called microcurrent therapy. The therapy's name is microcurrent therapy and frequency therapy. So by using all this, definitely any person who comes to us will be able to experience the next level of consciousness and realize what they need to be doing in their life. They'll be more clear about the next step to take and how to move forward, because we would have cleared all the unwanted blocks. And I'm very happy that I have been blessed with so many teachers who could guide me this way to create a center like this. So I again owe it to my teachers. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. I like the way, we prepare individuals to do things that the universe wants them to do. Prepare them to do things and, come forward and give themselves to the universe, right?
Absolutely.
That's nice.
So
And that's
there is a flow. We are a part of the universe. We are not separate from it. So we need to know that we are connected. We are not alone in this world. We are connected to the universe. And once you see through that, it's easy to say it, but it is not easy to experience it. So experiencing it and knowing it are two different things. So we help people experience it, actually. And then, yes, deal with their present situations in life so that doesn't become a block for them to realize their true purpose. Wonderful. We also use a tool called DMIT, which is a fingerprint analysis tool. So that's the base tool that we help people realize their genetic blueprint. So that's also a very scientific tool, and I have done my doctorate in the same tool. So that's our USP tool that we help people. Every human being who comes have to go through this process to understand who they are, why are they so unique. So that is at a body level, that is at a brain level. So then they realize what are the talents and brain strengths and personality that they have, because of which they are different. Why are they unique? And how can they celebrate their uniqueness? Once they realize that, then we help them remove the blocks through the other procedures and then set their goal for them. And then they move on creating. They become creators. They become true creators in their own life. So this is basically a holistic approach that we undertake in our center.
Very nice, ma'am. Very, very inspiring. And, it's very interesting to know all of these new techniques. It's very new to me and, of course, to many of us. So it's something new. Thanks for sharing all of that.
Thank you.
Dear friends, if you really want to know more about all of these techniques and how you could become one with the universe, how you could overcome the blockages in your life, you could connect with our guest. She's Dr. Meera Abhimanyu. Yes, friends, we ask her the next question. Dear ma'am, how would you want to be remembered in this world, and why should people remember you?
I think every human being can leave a legacy based on their potential. So I would like to be remembered as an energy source that was here to serve the purpose of contributing to humanity in developing them from one level of consciousness to the next level of consciousness. And it's basically, I would love, I'm sure that people will, once you're in the service sector, it is about how you have served others. So being known as a person who's always been standing and dedicated to serve others is a great blessing. So leaving a legacy helps us to understand that we are eternal, actually, from an energy body. Your life is actually eternal. It is only the body and mind that goes off, or that does not actually exist, because body is earth, and yes, mind is again thought and emotion. That's again a different energy. So being remembered as an entity that was there in this particular span of generation to help future generations and to help human beings shift from their lower space to a higher space is what I would love to be remembered for.
How sweet. How nice. Very nice. So nice of you to say that and share that and want that, goal and mission to be completed. And people should remember you for these reasons in particular. Very nice. Very nice. Dear ma'am, are you a movie buff?
Not much lately, yeah. But earlier I used to watch movies, but I don't watch movies right now because more or less, yeah, my channelization of things have changed. So, but yes, I do watch with my children once they come down. And as a family, we always go as a family. We don't go alone. And I was just talking yesterday to my husband, we should be watching more good movies so that we see what's happening, around us. Yes.
Any favorite movie to name here today, ma'am?
As a child, I loved the movie Sholay.
Oh, great.
So Sholay is a movie that stands for friendship, So the bonding of Amitabh Bachchan and Dharmendra. So those are the movies that I think I've seen 100 times because my brother used to keep it every other day. So it was in those cassettes. So I remember most of the earlier older movies which really stuck to me. So I think one movie that immediately when you asked me came to my mind was Sholay. I remember almost every scene of how Amitabh and Dharmendra, went about. So that's one of my favorite movies.
Yes, dear. Very nice to take us back down memory lane, long back.
Yes,
There's a famous
very
dialogue, I
nostalgic.
guess, in this movie, some famous dialogue. Is it from Gabbar Singh or something?
Gabbar Singh, yes. Kitna
अरे
आदमी
वो
थे?
सांबा कितने आदमी थे,
आदमी थे?
something like that.
Yes.
अरे वो
So there is
सांबा
this character, there is this the devil and divine in that particular movie. There's a very clear distinction of, although the Amitabh Bachchan and they are actually, criminals, how they turn into a divine intervention with a person who wants to do something against the devil, and how they turn out to be actually doing the right thing in the universe to fight against the devil entity in Amjad Khan. So it's actually a very very profound movie if you look at it from the space of life, So there's a lot of values there in that particular movie, and then how they actually showcase their divinity, although they are criminals, how they showcase their divinity towards Sanjeev Kumar, and that's what the universe really wants them to do there, because only they could, sort of fight with the real devil in the world, and because when you have to fight the real devil in the world, you need to think like them.
Yes.
So and that's a quality that they both had, and the courage, the real courage. The courage was what was showcased by Dharmendra and Amitabh in that. So I would like to look at it like that today. Although as a child I just enjoyed the actors, but today, yes, that movie is very profound actually.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing, ma'am. Dear ma'am, if you take off a few days and go on a holiday, which would be that destination like you'd like to go? Your favorite holiday destination? Where would you like to go?
So as a human being, if you ask me as a human being, yes, I would immediately tell my husband that before leaving this world, as this body, I would really like to go to Switzerland, because it's supposed to be the happiest country and the most luxurious country. So I really wanted to know what is it that creates happiness there for them, and how is that country really creating happiness for its citizens, and why is it everybody aspires to go there? So yeah, that's one country that I would really like to go.
Great. Then that's a takeaway for me. Even maybe I too will try that. Of course, to go to the country that's the happiest, having all people, the citizens happy. Something
Absolutely.
Really
yes, the government is doing something really great. So everybody wants a Swiss account, right? There's a reason for that. So why is it so? For that main reason. Yeah, it's not about enjoying the luxury, but then understanding the way things are there and how things are there.
Today night after the session, I'm going to Google up about Switzerland. Yes, dear. Yes, ma'am. Dear ma'am, what is that one special thing you like in yourself? That quality which you have it. And you say, this is me. This is the core quality within me. What is that one quality?
I think it's acceptance. So I'm a person who's able to accept. I've been a person also who is able to accept a person for who he is and who he's not also. So it's just about accepting and forgiveness. Like I've been able to, as a child, I used to love everybody, and it never bothered me whether they are doing something bad or they're not good. Or there is no good concept for me. I don't know. Somehow that's how it showed up. Maybe that's why I am a psychologist today, because to all the people who come to me, they would have done very bad things in their life, but I have the sense of compassion that I can exercise with them, and I can accept them for who they are. because nobody does anything, without, they don't do it intentionally. All wrong things or bad things are not done intentionally by anybody, but it is due to all the conditioning and all the suffering and all the experiences in their life. So somewhere down deep in my heart, I have been able to accept every human being, and I always pray that way, that I can accept everybody, or the whole world, because we are connected. So to accept the whole world, and to accept every organism and individual and give them their due. And if I can contribute, I should be able to contribute to them in the best way. And seeing positivity in people more than what is negative. So rather than focusing on the negative of people, there is always the positive divine side of a human being. And if you focus on that, that's what you will experience from them. That's something I realized through my teachers. So I already had an acceptance, but when I realized, yes, focusing on positives is what is all that matters. And that is when you see positives in that person. That is when that person also is able to showcase positivity with you. So I think acceptance is something that has gone a long way with me. And being able to forgive a person for anything that they would have done harm, because that helps you to be a person who can accept everybody, no matter who they are or what they are. So I think that's one quality that's always something which I could keep, and that's what has made me a psychologist also. So that's the first quality a psychologist should have, to accept your client for who he and she is, or who he or she is, and for who he or she is not also, because there is no individual who is only positive, only positives, but everybody has divinity, because you are connected to the source. So that divine qualities is what is definitely there in you. And if you can be a person bringing that out, then there's nothing else for you to do in this world. That's it. That's where I feel I can contribute. Yeah.
I even get to remember something just now. Mahatma Gandhi ji, he had this quality of looking at the positive side of a person. You might even take a criminal in front of him, the
Yes.
worst criminal, but Gandhi ji, he had this special quality within him to look only on the positive divine side of the person.
Yes. That's one reason why he could exercise non-violence, in spite of all the suffering that he has. Yeah. So he is an epitome of compassion.
So nice to continue the legacy of Mahatma Gandhi, to see the positives in people. That's really very nice, dear. And keep it up. I really love that. And you're spreading it amongst us. Thank you.
Every human being can do that. I mean, and that is what I give everyone who comes to me, that it's possible. If it's possible for me, it's possible for everyone. Because some people think it's not possible. Unconditional love is something that's definitely possible. And I would say the privilege is for women, because we experience it through motherhood.
Yes.
Perfect. So if you're a mother, you will experience this, and that's a blessing. I think more than a father, the mother gets the blessing of experiencing unconditional love, which is what acceptance is and compassion is. So we experience it as a part of our motherhood process, and that's the blessing of being a woman. So I'm very proud to be a woman also.
Me too, and I accept what you say. Very
Absolutely.
good. Unconditional love, it's only connected with womanhood and giving birth, motherhood, in fact.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Absolutely. So that's a privilege of being a woman, I feel, which sometimes men will not be able to understand that.
Yes.
Although it's not that they don't love their children or they don't practice unconditional love, but I think that we do have an upper hand in that, in nurturing, in creating that, in feeling that. So, and I think that's a blessing for all mothers. If you can become a mother, the blessing is that you start exercising unconditional love even without knowing it. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Dear ma'am, what if Dr. Meera Abhimanyu won the jackpot, a big amount, a lottery? What would you do?
I would really stand for giving it to all the underprivileged women in the society today, because I believe over a period of time, the feminine energy is not balanced with the masculine energy of the universe. And so it is this imbalance that is creating negativity, or we see a lot of negativity due to this imbalance. Because somewhere down the line during the eras that has passed by, power became very much more prioritized, and the masculine power, the masculine energy. I'm not talking about men, women, but the masculine qualities of living life became more powerful, And therefore, women in general who are more feminine, they could not really exercise their potential. They had to actually take a back seat. Another reason why I want to contribute to women is because if the feminine energy of the universe is balanced, there would be a lot of compassion, love, given more priority than violence. I mean, than anything, than even power. And if even men can feel the importance of being feminine, we will have a lot of communities which are more united, a lot of countries that is not going to think about war, and there will be a lot of peace actually being exercised if the feminine energy of the world is balanced. So in that, one step would be to contribute to all the women, because women are the what they exercise in the world as individuals is nurturing every other individual in the family, and that's a quality that women can be proud of. So if the women are, you know, they know how to enhance themselves, and if the women are very, very strong from within, the world is going to be a wonderful place to live in, no doubt.
Yes, dear.
That's where I would like to contribute.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. Dear ma'am, as a youngster, were you interested in sports and games?
Yes, very much. So I was very interested in badminton. Then I used to play throw ball as a child. The throw ball and badminton is what I really enjoy, and caroms. So these are the three sports that I continuously practiced. And I used to play for the team. I used to play for the school. Even in college, I've played for inter-college badminton, caroms. I've really played for the college level also, and I've always won a lot of prizes for that. So I really enjoy these sports.
Yes, dear.
Although generally there are so many other sports, but the sports which requires more body, the physical body is badminton, and even table tennis lately I have picked up. But badminton is one. Badminton and throw ball are the two sports that I really loved playing. Apart from all the others like kabaddi, everything I used to play. I think I used to love playing. I engaged a lot of time. Although today I'm not doing that much. It's more of exercises and yoga. But in my earlier days, I loved badminton and throw ball as a sport.
Yes, dear. Very nice. There's a question like this coming up, ma'am, for you. Will Dr. Meera Abhimanyu ever retire? Yes, no, maybe.
I don't believe even in the concept of retirement. There is no retirement for a human being. So I don't think any human being can retire from living, right? So life is all about living that day powerfully, living every moment powerfully, and with a balanced mind. So if you are an emotionally balanced person, there is no concept of retirement for you. So it is basically looked at from a very conventional understanding of retiring from a job and then sitting at home, not necessary to do anything. So those days are all gone. So I think work and life. So even when I take workshops, I believe in work, doing the work that you're really passionate about, and then remaining time being with the family and experiencing, love and giving love back. And also when you do your work, if you can contribute back, it doesn't seem like work anymore. So you're not retiring from anything until your last breath, right? So until your last breath, you're always contributing to somebody or someone in some or the other way, either through a product or a service. And you're always there for your family for whatever that is required. And that is not even a difficult process. It's not a burden. It's the whole essence of life. So living life fully is has no a word of retirement in its dictionary, right?
Wonderful, wonderful, dear. Dear ma'am, would you like to mention your best friend's name? Usually when I ask this question, many of my celebrities over, they want to hold back. They say, no, we'll not answer this. And if at all we've answered so-and-so name, the other friends will be hurt, or they may, snap back at me, or maybe they may cut off ties. So are you going to answer it bravely?
Yes, definitely. I remember I had a best friend called Mary Matilda when I was in the 5th grade. I mean, I think 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and all, we were together. So in my school days, I remember having this best friend called Mary Matilda. And after my school days, when I went to college, I had a best friend called Smita. Okay, so these are the two friends whom I really indulged a lot, all of my emotions and everything I could like speak to them very openly, and we had a very, very clear bonding. Although today Smita is still there, yes, I still connect to her. She's in Australia, but Mary, I have no clue because I was in Dubai when I was in my school days. So these are the two, I think, friends, very, very good friends I remember who gave me a lot of love, and I think gave me the opportunity to understand what is it to be a best friend. Because I don't know if today even many people are able to, feel what a best friend is all about. But if you ask me right now, I really don't have a best friend. I would say I am my best friend. I'm myself, my own best friend. I don't think I can have a best friend better than me. I think I've come to that. I've just come to that. So, uh, because you are really your best friend, you can love yourself, you can talk to yourself, you can cuddle yourself, you can enjoy with yourself. So that's something that I've realized, and I don't think anybody else can give me that. Not even my husband.
Same
Yeah.
here. Wonderful. Beautiful. I
Yes,
love that.
absolutely.
I am my own best friend. I understand myself much better. I know who I am. Yes.
Absolutely. But that's what you can come to, So it doesn't matter, if everybody's there with you, you enjoy that. Even if no one is there, you can enjoy.
Enjoy your time.
You can
Yes.
enjoy with yourself. And that's the space that I really want people to also get. Because
Yes.
people will come and go in your life. That's not that's not something that's permanent. But you would always be there for yourself.
Yes.
That's permanent. So living a life, realizing that makes life more lighter, happier, and more balanced.
Yes. And that's the need of the hour.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I see a lot of mothers literally whining when, their children go away, they're married off.
Emptiness, like
A lot of
emptiness syndrome.
emptiness. Yeah, that's because of the over attachment that you have created. So that is when you're not in the truth. So the absolute truth is there is nobody there. It's always people will come and go in your life. And it is about being happy for them wherever they are, and then contributing your life in a way that makes you happy every day, and being your best friend. Yeah. So that gives you eternal happiness. There is a balance that comes with that understanding.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. I really like the way you're putting it. Lots of wisdom from you. Lots of. Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, we've seen senior citizens, even now, many of the senior citizens suffering. Their financial condition is not good. They've earned and they've used everything for their family and children and everybody at home. They never thought about themselves. And hence, many of them are suffering. And many old age homes, senior citizens, they're all staying over there. So what type of advice would you like to give the younger generation to start saving up for their retirement age from day one, the day they receive their first salary or the package, the first earnings, we could say? Should they start from that very moment to save for their, retirement?
Okay, so let me answer
Keep
that.
aside personally some money for yourself, so that you don't be dependent at any given time.
Yes. So see, I believe that every human being can take care of themselves till the end of their life. And that is something that we need to realize, that you create your own life. You are in charge of your life. So how would your life, you want to live your life till you, leave your body. So it's a responsibility of every human being to take care of their own lives. Now, from that space, whatever you do in your life, you need to have an account kept only for yourself every day. It's like a free financial freedom account. So we teach that to everyone who comes to us in terms of managing money, because basic necessities is something that is everybody's birthright, but then you also need to realize how to create that. Yes, and you have been given a brain for that, and you get support from everywhere. Everybody is there to guide you and support you if you are in that space. So every individual has the right, or should understand, that you have to take care of yourself first before you take care of anybody else. If you can't take care of yourself, then you cannot take care of anybody else also. And that is where the imbalances are there in the society. Parents tend to give everything to their children without saving anything for themselves, and end up being abused, end up in old age homes, end up not being treated, and then even dying out of it. So I would say that it's time to wake up, and it's time for every individual to realize that you don't have to wait for anybody to take care of you. You have to create that as you live your life. And you have to keep away, uh, always that 10% for long-term investments, so that till your death, you will have a passive income that will be able to handle your expenses, even if you don't do anything. So there is this concept of money management that we don't understand, because of which every family member, as they grow old, they mess their lives, and they need to be lucky uh, if they have to live a longer life and have to live a better life as they age. It's like, only if my children are good enough, they will take care of us. Otherwise, I have to be I will have to live a horrible life, or I'll have to die a life without my children taking care of me. So I think it's a completely wrong concept. So it's a completely misunderstood um, family. I mean, what we look at families. So I'm completely against the thought of a parent thinking that my child should take care of me today, tomorrow. Then what have I lived for? What have you lived for? What if your child cannot take care? Or what if you don't have a child? Then what would you do? Well, whom would you wait for to help you in your retirement? And we are not, as of now, living in a government, in a condition where the government can take care of us as senior citizens, where we see it in foreign countries. We have not reached that space. And that's also likely because of because of how we exercise our values. So what I would like to say here is every individual need to keep aside a good amount for themselves, and then distribute the remaining to the family. And there is a percentage for that. There is a proper understanding to that, which we give our clients. And only after their death or after they pass away, can it go on to anybody whom they would like to give it. So you should be able to live your life without anybody's, money, by you creating it through long-term investments. And there are so many investments that you can do where you can live like a millionaire. I can definitely even help people with that, because we are in the space of helping people being millionaires. Any human being can be a millionaire today. Today, you're living in a generation where you can be a millionaire today. Because I've lived that path. I've lived a path of not having money, and I've come out from that, and I'm living a path of having money, because that's a choice. So money is divine, and you need to very, very wisely handle the divine money that you have. You can't just give it off and think that God will give it back to you. So there is a completely different equation to money management. And if you can manage your money, you can live your life like a king or a queen till you're no doubt about that.
I love this, ma'am. If you could manage the money that you have with you or which you earn, you're going to live the life of a king or queen. Very nice.
Absolutely.
It holds great truth in that. Lots of.
Then this issue would not be there. If everybody had this education, nobody would be seeing this state today for the old people. They would know how to handle their lives. And that's not there. That's not, people are not empowered. So many individuals are not empowered towards this. So it's the mindset also. There's a lot of mindset here. What is your mindset towards life? If your mindset is only towards life being a struggle, that's what you're going to do all your life. You're going to struggle all your life, and you're going to die struggling. Right? So we change people's mindsets. We also give them tools to manage their money. And that's when they start changing their whole life, and they start living very consciously. Every day is a conscious life to live. And then you make very less mistakes. You're very clear, and you don't need anybody now to help you, manage you. You can get support from 101 people, but you can't depend on anybody all your life. That's the last thing that a woman or a man should do, no matter what age or what gender you are, right?
Beautiful, ma'am. Very nice. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on that question, ma'am. Really, very much appreciated. And we are thankful.
Thank you.
Dear ma'am, your favorite
happy
color?
You asked the question.
Yeah, no, thank
I'm
you.
happy you asked that question, because it's a knowledge that everybody should get this.
Yes, actually.
So let it help people.
Yes, ma'am. Dear ma'am, your favorite color, dear?
White. Because it stands for peace, harmony. White has all the colors in it. So, yeah.
Your favorite quote or one-liner?
All is well, because if you can see all is well, that's what you're going to create in your life every moment. So all is well is a beautiful, a very simple quote, but something that you can keep very close to your heart. And it's because you're inviting only wellness. You're inviting only positivity. So when you say all is well, it's a declaration to the world that I just want to see everything well in this world. Not just for me, but for everyone else also. That's why all.
All is wonderful, beautiful. I love the way you're putting everything with lots of clarity, not only for self, not only for a group of people, but for the whole universe, for each one of us.
Absolutely. You're a part of it. I mean, you can't avoid it, you can't escape it, you can't neglect it. You're one among it.
Very nice. Dear ma'am, your proudest accomplishment till date?
I think my proudest accomplishment when it comes to education would be achieving my doctorate, because that was one step that helped people, that helped me to get close to people. Because you need to be telling people that, yes, I'm certified to help you, you know. So even if you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of wisdom, it's difficult for the present generation or people to accept you unless you have that qualification. So that's where I realized that taking a doctorate is going to help me contribute more and help me get people listening to you. So I think, and it was very tough. I had a very difficult journey getting that, and it is through my spiritual master and my teachers, that it is through it's through the spiritual wisdom that actually I could get it. I completely affirmed it out of nowhere and just came, and I could actually do exactly what I wanted after 5 years of struggling with wanting to do a PhD. So that's one accomplishment that has helped me leverage my knowledge and leverage what I've received to be able to give it to others.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Ma'am, do you have a love for pets?
Yes, I have 2 pets myself.
Okay.
I have 2 dogs. I love dogs.
Are they close by? Are they close by?
No, right now, if they come here, then they'll disturb.
You could call them. You could call them. Just call them by their name like that.
No, they're outside. They're actually not
Okay,
in.
fine.
So we have a big house, so they're outside. And I think my daughter will be with them. So it will take some time if I have to go out and bring them in.
Okay.
But it's a dog. One dog is adopted. We have a Indian dog, a coffee, who is adopted, and another dog is Doberman. And I think initially, even as a child, I loved pets, but I was never given a chance to handle one. So wherever I used to see a cat, I used to go and run behind it. But I never got to actually keep one. But it is very lately that I actually got to have a dog, 2 dogs. Thanking my daughter for that. But it's actually her dogs. But then now we can't separate ourselves from the dogs. Now, more than her, we are taking care of it. And they're the most loving creatures. I mean, unconditional love has to be learned from your pets.
Yes.
If you want to really learn unconditional love, you can just imitate your pets. And that's something that's valuable, very, very valuable. And see, pets do have a lot of therapeutic.
Yes.
We use pets for therapy, especially dogs, horses, and all are very therapeutic, which is already researched and found out. And if you want to experience unconditional love, you should definitely have a pet. Yes. I would say. And yes, we say that to people who are very nature bound and who are very depressed. We definitely tell them to have a pet, especially dogs, because they can just love you for for nothing. I mean, like, you don't need to do anything with them. Whatever you do with them, whatever you tell them, they will love you exactly 100% the same. So that's a beautiful experience.
Very nice. What are their names, ma'am?
Rudra and Coffee.
Rudra and Coffee.
Rudra is the Doberman, and Coffee is our Indian dog. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Ma'am, I have a cup here. Of course, there's no coffee in that. There's just some water, warm water. But ma'am, I'd like to pose a question here for you. Let's take this cup to be your entire life journey till today. The day you were born till today. How is your life? Is it like, how do you look at this? How you look at life like this? Is it half full, half empty, or is your life up to the brim, overflowing? How will you take that?
So if you're trying to use the analogy of life and comparing it to the cup, which is with half water, then I would say it is still half empty. because when it comes to life, definitely you can keep filling more knowledge, more wisdom. You can experience even more. So always keeping aside whatever you know and trying to live a fresh day with new beginnings and new hopes and accepting changes as it comes helps you to actually live a better life or live a better version of yourself. So I believe when it comes to life, every day is a new life. Every day you should be able to be a better version of yourself. So definitely if the cup is full, what happens is you're so full of so much that life has given you, then you're not able to take in anything new. So whenever you are moving forward in life, it's always to unlearn and learn new things, again unlearn and learn new things. So that's if it's life, this is how I would like to look at it.
Wonderful. Unlearn and relearn, or unlearn and learn something new. Wonderful.
Absolutely. Because
Very
every
nice.
day
I like
is
this
an
concept.
experience and every day is a new learning, right? I think I've unlearned a lot, because it is when you unlearn and learn higher things in life that makes you a better person. If you can't do that, then you'll get stagnated and you will not be able to grow in life either.
Yes. Ma'am, how many languages could you converse in?
I can talk in English, Malayalam, Hindi, Kannada, and Arabic. Actually, I can't speak, but I can understand. I can read, because I was in Dubai for my first till 10th standard, so we had to learn the language Arabic. Yeah.
You could sing for us now if I would request you, if you would
You want me to sing?
oblige? Yes,
Okay.
in any one of these languages, which is close to you, dear to you.
Okay, I'll sing in Hindi.
Oh, great. Yes, dear.
I'll sing a song of Sholay itself. Okay. ये दोस्ती हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे, छोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे, ये दोस्ती हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे, छोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You've done
Thank you
justice.
so much. That was a wonderful, experience of being with you. Thank you so much, dear.
Very nice, ma'am. Thank you so much for singing. I really love that.
Thank
We
you.
have a few more questions, ma'am. Could I take another 10 minutes from you?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
You don't mind?
No issues.
Yeah, please. Thank you, ma'am. Quickly, we'll be with this, ma'am. If you were to just receive a superpower from the Almighty or the universe, what would that be?
Okay, so if it's a superpower, it would be a magic wand that can remove all the barriers of a human being or an organism in this world, that so that it can help them grow and move forward in life.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, could you alert our audience, alert me, and alert our team over here and the guests about 2 red flags in life? Very briefly. Okay. Yes, friends. We go on with the next question, and any importance to be given to mental health?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm all in for mental health. See, because unless you're mentally balanced, you cannot actually do anything in life. So I believe all diseases starts mentally.
Yes.
Even if all the physical diseases that if you have today, if you have a physical ailment today, there is an 80% mental element to your physicality, to the problems in your physicality. So I believe if you remove and if you're able to handle your mental health, you wouldn't be sick at all in your life, even physically. You can actually maintain a very, very balanced and wonderful life. You would not have to go to the doctor, even for a physical ailment, unless it's an accident. But I think you can even prevent accidents if you are mentally very balanced. Because every moment, what you do, what you say, what you think, and what you create, if it's going to be from a divine space, there would be no accidents in your life. Everything that has to happen happens by itself as a part of the universal call.
Yes.
And as a part of the universal plan.
Yes, ma'am. Very nice. Dear ma'am, quickly, ma'am, we just have 3 more questions here.
Yeah.
Could you name any 2 changes that may occur or may come in the near future, like in the next 50 years? What are the 2 main changes you visualize?
I think one change is the speed of the speed with which technology is growing. I feel everybody would be able to access anything and everything in the world very easily. And you would be able to probably even travel very easily anywhere in the world. And you cannot, I think and the second change is that you would actually develop your faculties. Uh, I feel people would have a sixth sense, every other alternate person would have their sixth sense opened up, because that's the way technology is helping us to realize our true sense very easily. With even because today with aura analysis and all that, the frequency therapy that I'm using, it's such a magical device that every human being will be able to access what the world is all about in its true essence. It's not like olden days anymore, and technology is going to help us do that. These are the positive changes. These are the positive changes that because I would like to always look at positive changes.
Yes, dear.
Even if there are negative changes that may happen, rather than predicting a negative change, is to look at what is forward. What are the positive changes that we can see due to technology and the changes that a human being will have, the evolution that human beings are moving through.
Yes.
We are a highly evolved species today. We are not the old species anymore. So let us be able to use technology and everything around us and create, a highly evolved human beings with a heart. But it's very important to have a heart. So wherein we exercise more of love, compassion, unity, harmony, balance, rather than power. And it is coming up. Like everybody is moving towards the right. There would be things happening here and there, but then ultimately there is a lot of technology also happening, which is going to help us live a much more higher conscious life, or develop the human consciousness in at large. And I see that coming.
Wonderful, ma'am. Wonderful. Now, ma'am, we've come to an end to the main round of the interview. We have a small segment called as the rapid fire round. It will take 5 minutes. You just have to answer in 1 word or 2 words.
Right.
Yes, dear. It will be just around about 10 to 15 questions with just 1 word as the answer.
Sure.
1 or 2 words. We start up, ma'am. If you were given a chance to go into the past and relive somebody's life, whose life you would want to relive?
Mother Teresa.
Oh, great. So sweet. I love that answer. So sweet. If you were given chocolates, cake, and ice cream, what you would pick up?
Chocolate.
Okay. If at all you were given a strawberry flavor, chocolate flavor, and butterscotch, what would be your choice?
Butterscotch.
Summer, winter, rainy, spring, autumn season.
Rainy.
Land, water, air.
Water.
City, village, or town.
Village.
When you help others, do you expect anything in return? Yes, no.
No.
Your idea of a perfect day in 1 word.
Being able to breathe life.
Wonderful.
Completely.
Are you? Yes, dear. Yes, go ahead, ma'am.
No, it's okay. But 2 words, no?
Oh, sweet.
Experiencing the breath of life.
Yes, experiencing the breath of life. Are you a good cook?
No.
Me too. Me too. Same like you. I resonate a
I
lot
hate
with you. Yes, dear. Your favorite recipe?
Biryani. My mother's biryani.
Mother's biryani. The name of your favorite teacher, as you've already mentioned, right? Miss
So
Josephine.
many. I have Mrs. Verma. Yeah, Josephine. So many
And
teachers
Varma,
are there.
yes.
Krishnamani.
Yes. Ma'am, are you an early bird or a night owl?
Early bird.
You love salty, sweet, or spicy stuff?
Salty.
Is it money? Is it happiness, or both?
Both.
Perfect. Are you an introvert, an extrovert, or an ambivert?
Ambivert right now.
When you are alone, all to yourself, Dr.Meera Abhimanyu, all alone to yourself, you are connected to your thoughts. It's you and your thoughts. Yes. Where do your thoughts take you? Into the past, into the future, or it's connected to the present moment?
Present moment mostly, because that's what I'm really learning to do. That's a takeaway from Power of Now. Just live in the present. And what you create in the present is what happens in the future.
Wonderful. Dear, there's a question like this. Just let me I was like, concentrating on your answer, what you had given, like, in the moment, and then get connected to the future. There's nothing in the past.
No.
Yes. So what you do in the present will take you into the future. That's what you said.
So the present moment is all there is. The present moment is all that the universe is
Yes.
giving you to live. So just
Right.
live that completely.
Perfect. Ma'am, you love socializing or me time, or both of these?
Both. Both.
You're a thinker, a doer, or both?
Both.
Street smart, book smart?
I think I'm more book smart. Street smart, I've become street smart. But mostly I was...
Lots of experiences make us,
a lot
street
of experiences have made me street smart. So I'm a lot now there. I
Yes,
guess.
great.
Very
Love
much.
fresh food, fresh salads, fresh fruits, or fried food?
Fresh fruits. Love fresh fruits.
Home cooked food or food ordered from out?
Both.
Oh, honest, you are very honest. Yes, dear. You love to spend time on a beach or in a forest?
Beach.
You
I
love
love
to...
both. Actually, I love both. I love the forest, but I've not experienced the forest. I've not got a forest per se. So I love the beach also. I love nature in general.
Great, dear. Dear ma'am, you like to walk, you like to ride a two-wheeler, you love to drive a four-wheeler?
I love to drive a four-wheeler.
Oh, great, cool, wonderful.
I love to walk in nature. That's another thing.
Very nice.
I can walk a lot.
Yes, dear. Dear ma'am, we have last two questions, ma'am. One question. Are you good at singing or dancing or both?
Both.
So then you could sing
I'm a
one more
Bharatanatyam
last
dancer.
song. Pardon?
I've learned dance for 10 years and I've also learned music. So I've performed both.
I mean, what type of a dance?
Bharatanatyam. Bharatanatyam.
Yeah,
Classical.
Classical. Can you just show us some of the beautiful moments? Just something like...
This is like a flower.
Okay.
It's been a long time. And this is a mudra that we normally use for the basic steps. Then this is a mudra. So many things. Then you have to actually move. So Bharatanatyam is a beautiful dance that balances your chakras also. All your chakras get balanced if you can learn Bharatanatyam. So I think that's how I got balanced at that age, 6th grade, from 6th grade onwards. So that gave me some difference. Now I realize it.
Great. Very nice. Bharatanatyam balances
I
all the
love
chakras.
music. Yeah, music has been always there with me, but I've done more of dance than music.
Wonderful.
As a performance.
Yes, dear. Before we sign off, ma'am, one last song from you, one request.
Are you sure you want this?
Yes. One more, please. A little, maybe 2 lines. And then one last question, and then we are done.
Okay. I'm only getting Hindi songs, okay?
Yes, fine, ma'am.
As a child. Kabhi, kabhi, mere dil mein khayal aata hai कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे तो अब से पहले सितारों में बस रही थी कहीं तुझे ज़मीं पे बुलाया गया है मेरे कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है.
Wonderful, ma'am. Thank you for obliging. So sweet. You have a lovely voice and you were really immersed when you were singing. You just...
I love the song. It's really nostalgic. It's long.
Yeah, very nice. I guess Rakhi Gulzar was the heroine for this song.
Yes.
Played this
I remember Amitabh and
Rakhi ji.
Rakhi, yes, absolutely. Rekha and Amitabh in that scene. So it was a beautiful silsila.
Nice, ma'am. Dear ma'am, as we come to an end, we'll just give a small briefing. Dear friends, we've come to the end of this wonderful session, a power-packed session with lots of positive energy, lots of learning. And dear friends, we all know that there are 3 magical words around the universe: please, sorry, and thank you. Ma'am, we are aware of these 3 magical words. Apart from these 3 magical words, we make a special request to all our celebrity guests here to give us 3 more additional positive magical words for us to follow.
Okay, so normally when I do an affirmation, I give affirmations to people. So I would still say peace is very important, but then if you want me to give another word for it, say, so one is I'm confidence. That's an affirmation. I am confidence, because without confidence and courage, you can't move on in life. So instead of a word, I would say to put I am to it. I am confidence. I am love. And I am joy. Because love and joy are not emotions. They are the true essence of who you are. So when you say I am love, I am joy, I am confidence, these three elements, continuously reminding yourself who you are from this space, from the space of these three emotions, will definitely help you to move further in life in a very harmonious and balanced way.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Instead
so
of
much.
words, I've given you three statements.
Thank you.
Three
Thank you very
affirmations.
much. Thank you, dear. Dear friends, with this, we'd like to sign off from the International Fab Talk Show. We thank our guest wholeheartedly, and we thank you for being with us every single day. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. My gratitude to, International Fab Talks, to you, Andrea, and to everybody who's been very patiently listening to this. I hope it adds value to your life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Take care, friends. We sign off now from the International Fab Talks.